It's my view that given snow removal, water and sewer service, trash service, probably paving, we don't really know yet the answer to that question, that we probably have an implied dedication, we probably have a prescriptive easement.
Again, I guess what, this is kind of difficult because it's a public comment section, and the fact that he's a lawyer, he's still a resident. I mean, he can.
Public comment, but there's not an ability to bring yourself up and say you're an attorney and then make a legal opinion, stating that it's a legal opinion, that it's a public road.
Okay. Please, nothing for you. Everybody did a good job. It's getting very late at night. I mean, I think what he has told us is he's an environmental lawyer. They don't know anything anyway. So. No, but he's not holding himself as an expert in this field. So just so the board understands, when there's arguments made by a lawyer, there should be facts that are backing it up. In this instance, he's not acting as a lawyer; he's acting as a resident. You can make your arguments, but the decision that we all have to make will be based upon the facts of record. So.
Right, so, you know, as a resident, as a person who drives on the road, as a person who views other people using the road, as a person who has seen the road plowed, as a person who has seen township trash trucks go up and down the road, and you can cross-examine me on that if you'd like. It is my view that we should look holistically at the neighborhood, but we should solve the problem. We should solve the problem for the people on Panmure because they're genuine about it in saying that they have a safety problem, and that problem needs to be solved, but we should also solve the problem throughout the neighborhood. So I would ask you to be, as township commissioners, thinking broadly and trying to help everybody else out.
Thank you. Did you have any questions that you want to ask? Okay. Okay, thank you. I think that's everybody, right?
Just one more thing, I'd like to be called.
Well, let me just say this to you, because I mean, I'll let you do it if you'd like, but here's what I still have at least one housekeeping item that we've got to take care of, and that is that Ms. Woodop has told me that, or has shown me a letter from Mr. Duncan from Lower Murray asking that the record be kept open until such time as he could come to make some presentation. We as a township have traditionally, and I've heard your objection, Ms. Edwards, and if you'd like to elaborate on that, I'm happy to hear it. But let me just tell you, maybe it will help your argument if I tell you what. As a township, we have traditionally listened to the neighboring communities. We've had several issues that have involved township issues that are right on the border, such as billboards is one that jumps to my mind, and Lower Merion came and actually joined in that case. So the tendency is to listen to it. You can have your objection, note your objection, but I think that the board would probably want to listen to that and leave the record open for another night, and then we'll come back here. And then, so the reason I'm saying that, Dr. Williams, is that I don't know whether you want to make your argument now or wait until after we see what Lower Merion has to say. Okay.
I want to just respond to the request from Lower Merion that it be.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I understand certainly that municipalities have to work together and want to be cooperative. This is a hearing that was advertised. There was full opportunity to attend. Lower Merion is now going to come in and, I guess, present testimony. I don't know what their intention is, without having heard the residents of Haverford and their concerns about this issue. So we're going to have a situation where the hearing's going to be continued. They're going to be coming in, we're continuing it for a municipality whose residents don't have standing to be parties to this application.
Can we send them the videotape?
No, okay. Just finish your objection and then I'll enter it.
And I just believe that the residents here have submitted an application and it's been heard, and there was an opportunity to come and attend. I mean, it's the hearing, just like any resident of Haverford, this was their chance.
Okay, I understand it, and I do understand it, and I don't need any more comments from the crowd. I understand your objection. I understand the request. I also understand that there's been an awful lot of work and an awful lot of evidence presented here tonight. We've been going for almost 4 hours now, or 3.5 anyway, and the board is going to have to digest everything that has been given to them. We're going to be coming back here, and it would be my recommendation to the board is that we are on the side of more evidence than less evidence, that we, we have the next hearing, and you can, if at that time you want to ask for a proffer from Lower Merion as to what they're going to offer and, raise your objection again, then we would be fine with you being able to do that and deciding it again at that time. But I do think that we need to digest all the material that came in and to expect the commissioners to do that by next week or 2 weeks from now when there's an election in between. It's just not feasible. So I think that our next work session is what?
Next month.
December 3rd, so we'll no?
That's
what Larry told me.
No, in November. We're talking about December.
December.
There's a work session in December.
December.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
our next,
yes.
our next work session is December 3rd, so we're going to continue, wait a second.
It's not the third, it's
Yeah, be the first.
the first, I think.
Okay, December 1st, okay? So the hearing will be continued until December the 1st, which will be prior to 6:30 again, or 6 o'clock? What do you want to do? 6:30, okay, 6:30 at that night, on December 1st at 6:30. And it won't be to hear all the same evidence again, and I'm going to make a concerted effort to limit that so that, everybody doesn't get up and do the same thing over again. And as I said, I'll let you raise the objection with respect to anything that Lower Merion might offer that you think is out of the question, and certainly you have your objection to their standing, okay? And then we'll meet again then, and then I guess Dr. Williams has one more thing he wanted to say.
Thank you. A lot of us have spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to protect our safety, trying to protect the rights that we believe that we have, trying to respect due process. I believe that in the end, now or later, the law will become clear. And I won't go into the details on that, but that's not what I'm concerned about. What I'm concerned about is, in the spirit of this community, if we can have our rights protected, I am prepared, and my wife is prepared to do something which we have been talking about for several months now. We are prepared to put our money where our mouth is. We are prepared to say, you know what? We will donate an easement for the development of our property to this township. We have already reached out to the National Lands Trust, and we have already reached out to the Lower Merion Conservancy. If you will accept the easement, we will donate it to you. These people who live on side streets, they drive by our street and they look at the meadow, which is on the side of our house. We care about that. We want to protect it. And so if that cannot prove how much we really care about this community, I don't know what else can. And you have my word on that. My wife has committed to that, and so have I. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and thank everybody. Everybody did a very nice job tonight, and it's an important issue to everybody, and we'll meet again on December the 1st.
Mr. Byrne, I just would like, if you could, before everyone leaves, I would just like to request, and I'm not sure if this is, I have the ability to do this right now, and Mr. President, you can tell me, if we could, since we have a few weeks here, if we could have the police officers, I know that oftentimes in my neighborhood, I will have them.
Sent it to the
Did you
chief
have it
already.
sent
I
already?
sent it to chief.
Okay, so we'll have someone stationed there. I know we have commuters come through our neighborhood every morning, and they fly. But when we put an officer there for a couple of weeks straight, it does. And since we have a lag time here, we'll try and get that in place so that there's something that we can do, because we do have a few weeks here.
Okay?
Thank you for your
Thank you.
time, all of you.
Yeah, you can make we can make a motion to it. Well, actually, we already continued the hearing.
We continued it.
so that- Yeah, we continued the hearing, so we're finished.
The hearing.
Yeah, motion to continue the hearing.
It's already continued.
It's already done.